Hello and welcome. You're watching Market Express, a bit-sized news wrap of the day. I'm Himakshi Bahuguna. Let's get straight into the show. So, viewers, benchmarks kickstart the week lower following a weak global handover. The Nifty ends above 23,000 mark. The Sensex ends above 76,200 levels. Broader markets underperform. Small cap index sees biggest fall in 5 months. All sectoral indices end lower. Realty, media, metals, pharma, PSU, banks and consumer durables in a sea of red. Market cap of Nifty stocks plunged by 2.77 lakh crore. Realty index loses ground the most today, down over 4%. All constituents on the index trade with deep cuts. Weak global cues among key factors weighing on sector. Launch delays and regulatory challenge drag the index lower. Rupee slips to all-time lows again. Against a strengthening dollar, rupee weakened 60 paise at 86.57 versus US dollar. The Indian currency is the worst performing Asian currency in the trade today. US dollar index hovers around 2-year high. Avenue Supermarket stock tanks after delivering Q3 results. The company's revenue meets street estimates, but the revenue and profit after tax misses the target. Intense discounting leads to pressure on margins and the revenue per square feet. DMart ready revenue gains over 22%. Brokerages have mixed view on DMart's results. Nuvama maintains hold call on the stock with a target of 4,212 rupees. Nuvama believes margins will continue to be under pressure and high competition. Nuvama trims outlook on revenue and profit after tax estimates till FY26. Motilal Oswal, on the other hand, reiterates the buy stance on the company. The brokerage firm flags rising competition from quick commerce as well. It has cut the earning per share estimates by around 7%. IndusInd Bank is outperforming the market with gains of over 1%. The surge in the stock is on the back of MSCI Standard Index increasing its weightage on the bank. Nuvama thinks that December shareholding of IndusInd indicates that foreign headroom is opening up. Nuvama sees IndusInd's weight doubling in the February review. Additionally, the MSCI weight increase will lead to flows of $300 million. Goldman Sachs maintains a buy on the BSE stock. The brokerage firm gives a neutral rating on the company with a target of 5,060 rupees. Goldman believes that BSE's corporate earnings will drive trading revenue. The increase in retail participation and derivatives will offer long-term structural growth. On the regulatory front, reforms would strengthen base. Citi upgrades Just Dial to buy with a target of 1,270 rupees. Citi attributes the upgrade in stance to sustained improvement in user traffic. The continued cost discipline leads to expansion in EBITDA margins. Citi believes the company is well positioned to dial up paid campaigns growth, in addition to higher average realizations. Sunteck Realty stock declines over 4% on the back of a muted Q3 business update. The company collections fall over 23% year-on-year, whereas a pre-sale rise around 40% year-on-year. The company's management is confident of achieving up to 35% growth in pre-sales for FY25. Biocon jumps after US FDA classifies Biocon Biologics Malaysia facility as voluntary action indicated. US FDA conducts good manufacturing practices inspection on the company's plant from September 15 to 27. VAI, or voluntary action indicated, is the second best classification of a facility. The VAI status now means that this will pave way for several new product launches in US. New launches coupled with geographic expansions will drive revenue growth. The impact of product launches will be limited in FY25 and will be seen fully in FY26. Macquarie turns cautious on the paints sector, highlights the sharper than expected demand weakness that drives earnings cut. Macquarie maintains the cautious view on limited impact of Grasim's entry, says the uncertainty is compounded by proposed sale of Axo's decorative business. Macquarie believes that income growth required for uptick is back-ended in calendar year 2025. MK has come out with a note on what the agency expects from Indian markets in 2025. MK expects the markets to remain weak during Q1 FY25 and stabilize from Q2. The target for Nifty remains unchanged at 25,000. Whereas the small and mid-cap stocks are expected to outperform. Additionally, MK expects consumption slowdown to reverse by second half of 2025. The consumption rebound will be on the back of IT-led turnaround in jobs. PCBL stock falls over 8% on the back of earnings losses in Q3. The company's net profit and margins took a hit, but revenue jumped. Excess inventory stocking leads to slowdown in export volume growth, whereas domestic customers deferred some purchases to Q4. The decline in profit was due to higher interest and depreciation cost. Ugro Capital stock falls around 4% on the back of its Q3 business update. The company's assets under management rise over 33% to 11,050 crore rupees. The micro enterprises secured loans disbursement was 500 crore rupees. Additionally, 74 SME branches added in 9 months in FY25. Speaking of the crude, Brent prices rise intraday to 81.49 per barrel mark. The prices have risen over 8% in 2025. Latest sanctions on crude could threaten 3 to 8 barrels per day of oil supply. Remember, globally, higher oil price hike impacts the cost of importing crude. Uptick in oil prices has a negative impact on marketing margins. Budget exercises kick off in full swing. NDTV Profit learns that a big artificial intelligence package is in the works. Sources say that AI skilling schemes and AI centers are being considered ahead of the budget. The Finance Ministry is deliberating with the Ministry of Electronics and IT and key industry stakeholders. Sources tell us that fresh budget allocation could be made towards policy package. Policy measures aims to safeguard employment. Remember, the July budget allocated 551.75 crore rupees to India's AI mission. India's most awaited Mahakumbh begins today. Dubbed as the largest gathering of humanity in the world, the millennia-old Kumbh Mela is expected to bring more than 40 crore people to Prayagraj, which is more than the population of the US and Russia. The event, being held after 12 years, has been set up at around 4,000 hectares and will continue till February 26. It is expected to give a massive boost to the economic growth of Uttar Pradesh, the most populated state in India, which allocated around rupees 7,000 crore rupees budget for the 45-day-long mega event. Now, moving on, Mahakumbh 2025 is projected to generate up to 2 lakh crore rupees in economic growth for Uttar Pradesh. According to estimates, the event may generate 2 lakh crore rupees in each of 40 crore visitors spending an average of 5,000 rupees. Estimates say that the average expenditure per person could rise to even 10,000 rupees. The total economic impact could reach 4 lakh crore rupees. It is also expected to boost both nominal and real GDP by over 1%. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurates the Z-More Tunnel, also known as the Sonmarg Tunnel, in Jammu and Kashmir. Omar Abdullah, Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, stood on PM Modi's left as he cut the red ribbon and inaugurated the Sonmarg Tunnel. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari and Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha were also present at the inauguration. Located in the picturesque Ganderbal district, the Z-More Tunnel will enhance connectivity between Srinagar and Sonmarg, providing an all-weather route for travelers. Following the inauguration, PM Modi traveled through the Sonmarg Tunnel. He inspected the tunnel and took detailed information about its route map and construction work. Eyeing a return to power after a 27-year hiatus, the Bharatiya Janata Party has hit the ground running with an aggressive campaign against the ruling Aam Aadmi Party and its national convener Arvind Kejriwal, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi as its mascot. The BJP hopes to end its power drought of almost 3 decades, while the Aam Aadmi Party hopes to continue its winning run and hold on to the capital for a 3rd successive term. The Bharatiya Janata Party has so far declared the names of 59 candidates in the 3 list it has released so far for the Delhi elections 2025. The International Kite Festival 2025 formally kicked off in the city on Saturday with Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel releasing a tricolour balloon in the sky. While inaugurating the festival, the Chief Minister emphasized Gujarat's worldwide reputation in kite manufacturing and also recalled how the Kite Festival started during the tenure of Narendra Modi as the Chief Minister, went to create an international identity for itself. The Delhi High Court pulled up the Aam Aadmi Party-led Delhi government over a delay in placing before the Assembly Speaker a report by the Comptroller Auditor General, that is CAG, on the ongoing liquor scam. Remember, this delay resulted in the arrest of former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and senior leader Manish Sisodia. The report on the Delhi government's excise policy revealed a revenue loss of 2,027 crore rupees to the state exchequer. The report's findings stated that there were deviations from the objective of the policy, a lack of transparency in prices, and violations in issuing licenses that were not penalized. The situation in Los Angeles has reached a critical stage as firefighters battle the devastating wildfires for the 6th consecutive day. Officials have reported that fire risk remains extremely high, with dangerous winds expected to return this week. At least 24 people have lost their lives and several others are still missing. According to the Call Fire Department, the Eaton and Palisades fires are likely the most destructive. The response to the crisis, wealthy residents are turning to private firefighting services, paying as much approximately 2 lakh rupees per hour for the fire protection. Now, Disney has been sued by animator Buck Woodall for allegedly copying the idea for the animated movie Moana and its sequel. According to a report in The Hollywood Reporter, as per the lawsuit filed in the California federal court last week, Disney copied elements of a screenplay Mr. Woodall wrote for an animated film called Bucky, which has similar themes of teenagers from an ancient Polynesian village embarking on adventures to save their homes. Mr. Woodall is suing Disney for $10 billion, or 2.5% of Moana's gross revenue. He claims he provided the screenplay and trailer of his movie to former Mandeville Films Director of Development Jenny Marchick, who is now DreamWorks Animation's Head of Development for Features. Well, that's a wrap on the Market Express. Viewers, stay tuned to NDTV Profit.